She was sucking on a lollipop in one of her photos. Uh-oh. Do you know what you should replace that lollipop with? You? No, a fruit or vegetable to prevent diabetes. That's how you lock in a second date. Okay. My dog has been waiting by the door since you left. Wait, really? On the first date, you got the dog to love you that much? Dude, that's crazy. You're in, man. You're in forever. You found your spouse at that point. If you can get the pet to love you even more than the actual owner, oh, dude, that's beautiful. You know, that's not a tale as old as time. That right there is rarity right there. You might be the one. I was immediately unmatched. Heartbroken. Let's see. Blank area. Perhaps a good thing for you, however. I may corrupt that innocent smile. What does that even mean, dude? LOL. Yeah? Most definitely. I'm a dominant alpha male who enjoys taking charge. Hopefully that's not a problem, but a preference? Okay. Not so much. Any man that needs to boast about being an alpha male is usually a little bitch that whines about everything and never takes accountability for their own actions. Dude, thank you. We need more people to say stuff like that to anybody that identifies as an alpha male, because it is the most embarrassing thing, okay? There's a difference between being a man that takes care of his partner and family or whatever, and a lot of people still love that, and that's totally fine. If you want to be a provider, your wife or husband or whatever wants you to be the provider, cool. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you have to go around saying you are a dominant alpha male, she's right. You're probably a little bitch that whines about everything all the time and misuses the word woke. Genuinely bewildered. Uh-oh. I'm 5'7". I'm 6'4", okay? I'm confused why you told me your height. I don't know. Knight, what the hell is going on? That's fantastic. Is that how the conversation started? Like the very first thing they said to you? I'm 5'7", by the way. Okay. Were they trying to like stack up against you? I'm confused. I think it makes it even funnier not knowing who is who. Is the woman saying I'm 5'7"? Is the man saying that? I don't know. Is this Bumble? I feel like color scheme, this might be Bumble, so the woman is supposed to be messaging first in this case, right? She says I'm 5'7", and she was trying to gauge the height, I suppose? I don't know. Very, very weird that that's how the conversation started. I blocked and unmatched so quick. Okay, well, let's have a little guess here. For just a moment, we'll have a little guess. Did they pop in and go full milady on you? Did they pop in and start role-playing? That would have been, I think that's the worst that someone can do these days, aside from straight-up threats or really creepy insinuations. Or were they popping in and just saying creepy stuff immediately? Which one of those was it? Or was I even close on any of those guesses? What's your favorite channels? Joe Rogan, Lex Friedman, Vlogging Through History, Ben Shapiro, Louder with Crowder, Timcast, Jordan Peterson, The Star Report. There's so many, that's what I got off the top of my head. Wait, are you for real? Yeah. Okay. Man, I gotta be honest. Out of all of those, how the hell are you still listening to Louder with Crowder? Who gives a shit, man? These are all assholes. These are all assholes that want to harm people and stir the pot. But really, Crowder? No one gives a shit about him anymore, man. He's a loser. He's a little loser boy. He's a little baby shit. You know what I'm saying? Why are you listening to Mr. I'm sorry, I just hate him specifically more than the rest. But wow, that's a little weird. They're not good role models for you, my friend. They're not. And you kind of deserved to get ghosted and blocked after all that. That's like the red flag checklist. You checked every box, my man. There's a few ways it can get worse. And I'm sure that since you listen to literally every single one of these, it gets much worse, doesn't it? I dodged a bullet. Did you dodge a bullet as big as the last person did? Because I don't think so. I don't think so, okay? What did you do? Okay, good morning. I'm sorry, but I just woke up this morning and don't see us going anywhere in the future. Best of the luck, okay? All right, very succinct, to the point. Oh, that's unfortunate. I can really see us happening, but I understand. Take care, okay? I guess we're fast forwarding a little bit. Hey, you, long time no talk. I had a serious reflection on our meetups, and I realized that you and I got along really well, and I would love to take you out for dinner and drinks, okay? I don't know how long in between the messages we're looking at here, like what stretch of time we're looking at, but okay, I know exactly what's going on here. Hey, glad that you're doing okay, but I don't think we should meet up. I already moved on from us, but I wish you all the best. King whore, I knew you were walking around. Okay, all right. So here's what happened. All right, I'm just gonna let you guys. If there's anyone confused as to what just happened here, here's what it was. He found somebody that he liked a little more, or maybe thought was more attractive, or whatever, because he's an idiot. And okay, I shouldn't say he's an idiot for that. If you do find somebody that you fit better with, that's totally fair. Totally normal to say, hey, look, I just don't see this. I found somebody I mix better with. Whatever. Cool. That's what happened. He found somebody he liked better, and that didn't work out. And the microsecond that didn't work out, he thought he was going to go back to the other person and just undo his we're not going to work out. That's not how that goes. You don't get to just rewind real quick. This other person is not your oopsie backup. That's not how this is going to go ever. So this dude went, I like this person more. Oops, that didn't work out. Please. Yeah, no. I gave it some thought. And yeah, we'll date again. And then got pissy when he couldn't just have people waiting around as backups. That's what happened. He thought he was the Casanova. He wasn't. Look at him now. We met on Bumble 6 years ago. Are we gonna have a good story? No weirdness? We're gonna have one of the good stories again? Kind of like the dog at the very, very beginning? I hope so. Yo, that is a great story. I feel like this is more common than we like to think, where the horrible dating apps do work out for people, which is cool. I love when they work out. Never worked out for me. I'm a little jaded there, man. But it's so cool to actually see that these are still around for a reason. They really are. Whether it's Match.com or whatever the hell, or eHarmony, and you're paying $500 a year to be on there, or you're using one of the free apps that tries to charge you $100 a week to exist on there. I'm glad that it does work for a decent number of people. A decent amount of people have some crazy good success stories on an app that, quite frankly, the majority of us have horrible experiences with. And you want to know how you have a better experience on there? Not be a psychopath. It's so simple. It's so simple, okay? No, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. No creepy first messages. None of that shit. Just be a normal goddamn person, please. Please, I beg of you. Oh, there's even more. How cute. Karaoke? Come on. Where the hell are you actually? You know, it's funny. I have never been to a karaoke place ever. And I'm never going to. You know, the ones where you rent the room with your party, you know, ever. Never going to. If I do, you will know I will not be singing. I'll be sitting in the corner going, woo, it's fine. There's something so uncomfortable about them to me. I don't understand where the fun comes from. But that's just something about me, not about the happy couple. I've got company. Good company or bad company? Bad company too? How about you? Do you stay alone or with someone? With someone. They want some head too? Yeah, my mom and dad would love that. I really hope you're not offering to host at your mom and dad's house. Come on, man. What? That is... No. You didn't do anything wrong. I'm being a smartass. That's weird. Come on, man. Look, I know Grindr has the reputation it has for very good reasons. Very good reasons, okay? What in the world kind of a question is that? You don't know anything about this person at all. Why would you ask something like that? Yo, you staying with someone? Yeah, you'll all suck their balls too. Come on. Are you stupid? I am dead. This girl has her credit score on her profile. Well, look, it seems to me that if she's doing that, she's out for a life partner, okay? Holy shit, though. 811. I mean, okay, so when it comes to Credit Karma, always take those numbers with a grain of salt, because the last time I actually checked, instead of like 800 or whatever, it was definitely 20 points lower than that, 30 points lower than that. So just always expect that number to be 20, 30, 40 points higher than what it actually is, lest you want to be disappointed when you go to fill out an application for a mortgage or an auto loan or getting a credit card. Just be careful. You know, we here at EmKay have always said credit scores are awful, stupid, and definitely racist based on when they were created. They're not useful. They just ruin everybody's fucking lives, and they're dumb as shit. But if we all have to play the game, make sure you understand the rules. They try their damnedest to make sure they don't make sense in any way, shape, or form. Just keep that in mind. It sucks, benefits no one, and it's confusing as hell. But together, we can do it, all right? We can beat that system to death. Guy I matched with last week and was planning to go out with soon did this. Uh-oh, I'm a little scared. I'm a little worried. Hey, gorgeous, I think I saw you at the gym. What do you mean? We go to the same gym. You go to Equinox? Equinox? That's not what that word says. Equinox. There you go. There you go. Yep. Nice sports bra. Red suits you. Okay, I believe you now. 10 out of 10 for body. Damn. Gave me a boner in the gym. Okay, all right, buddy. You had the date. You had the date, and then you had to go stalker mode? Because what makes this a lot creepier is that let's say you do go to the same gym. You do, right? Obviously, they do. But he didn't come up and say, hey, no way, that's crazy. You watched her, memorized some details, and then thought it was gonna be charming later on. Dude, you had a date, you f***ing creep. Okay, let's see. Dude, you're disgusting. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. F*** off. Yep, there you go. That's the way to handle that. Of course, he's gonna throw a little bitch fit to his buddies and go, what did I do? I didn't even do anything. Because he's not gonna have the ability to reflect on why what he did was weird. I feel like he might have been a little dangerous, as I don't believe for a second that he actually goes to your gym. If he did, he would have come up to you and said something to you in person, which would have been probably fine. Hey, no way, this is so weird. We go to the same gym. Promise, I've been a member for 3 years. But I got a sneaky suspicion he might have been following you, which, yeah, get that dude the hell out of here. Fellas, if your friend talks to a lady like this, or really anybody like this for that matter, and makes them uncomfortable, make sure your friend knows they need to fix that. Start holding your buddies, your bros, accountable for being gross and creepy, abusive, weird. Really get to the bottom of it, all right? We owe each other that. She didn't reply. It's been 2 days. I'm devastated. Oh no, what did you say? What did you say? Oh, okay, Katya. Let's see. I want someone who shows effort and is capable of talking in full sentences. How are you? How you been? And hey type of messages are more than likely not going to spark any interest in me or any interesting in me. Hey, how are you? How you been? Come on, man. Come on, man. I do wonder if she even saw it. This is another app that I don't like. I mean, I don't like any of them. I hate them all. They're awful. They make me feel bad about myself. And I know I'm not alone in that at all. I am far from alone in that one, okay? Millions of people feel the same way I do. But I don't know, I just don't like that either. Like, come on, it's like when someone says, don't just hey me. Like, man, look, a conversation can't just synthetically start out of thin air. We have to get the ball rolling somehow. And a greeting is normal. Although you did specifically go against what they said not to do. So I feel like, I don't know, man. Canceled 30 minutes before our dinner reservation. 30 minutes? Dog, there's gotta be like a billing system, so to speak. Like, at a certain point, you owe me like $1 for my time, okay? 30 minutes? Look, I know extenuating circumstances are out there. Emergencies happen. But I've got a sneaky suspicion we're about to move over and not see an emergency anything, really. Let's see. LOL. I am getting ready. But it's raining, dude. Pass for me, then. Okay, then. Have a good night. Harsh. Okay, good night. Harsh? You wasted my time. I'm ready, and it's 30 minutes before the reservation. That's disrespectful, and you didn't even apologize. Wait, is that how she canceled? It's raining, dude. It's a pass. Just out of nowhere. It's raining, not coming. Huh? Where the hell do you live? What kind of, huh? Look, if the rain genuinely bugs you that much, you can stand to say more than pass for me then. Oh, okay. And I've got a sneaky suspicion. I've been saying that a lot lately. I do have a sneaky suspicion that it has nothing to do with the fucking rain. They just maybe decided they didn't want to do it anymore for one reason or another and quickly came up with the dumbest fucking excuse of all time. And you know what? Not even that it's a stupid excuse necessarily. It's just, I don't know. Like he said, it does feel disrespectful. Because if it's 30 minutes prior, I'm ready to go and I'm waiting, and I just get 2 messages, raining, not happening. Okay, never mind. I can clearly tell that there's no mutual respect going on here whatsoever. Because that doesn't feel like it doesn't feel like the actual reason. And if it is, dog, are you a shaggy dog? What's the problem here? All right, sorry, there was more. I'm sorry. I do apologize. Wasn't my intention at all. Have a good good night. I won't waste my time either with someone who can't understand that it's not my fault, but the weather. Are you joking? It's rain? A little water from the sky? You're 30 years old, and you weren't even driving. Yeah, okay. It seemed like she was gonna turn around there for a second on me. I do apologize, wasn't my intention at all. Which, by the way, I'm just gonna tell people now, that's not part of a good apology. Because, yeah, of course it wasn't your intention to offend or upset somebody. That's not the point. You still did something through your actions that hurt them. So saying, wasn't my intention to try and soften the blow and make it seem like you didn't do something shitty, not how it worked. You still hurt somebody. So just remove wasn't my intention. I thought she was going a good direction there and then went, I don't want to waste my time either with someone that doesn't realize I can't control the weather, Jackie. Put on a jacket. Grab your umbrella. It's sorry. This one's a little obnoxious, okay? Because it genuinely does not feel, like I said before, like this is the actual reason. I would much rather someone go, you know what? I've changed my mind. I just don't feel comfortable one way or another. I would prefer that. It would probably hurt my feelings less than someone going, oh, rain, if I get wet, I'll melt. I don't know, man. Not even entertaining it anymore. Good, we gotta stop entertaining stuff. Hey, how are you today? I'm good. How are you? I'm doing very well, thank you. Any fun plans for this weekend? Not really. I'm just putting groceries away. How tall are you? Okay. Goodbye. Just immediate. Immediate. Well, look, I get it. I get the frustration. That's coming from someone who is 6'3". I don't know what it's like to be shorter as a man. I don't know. I mean, I think I knew for like a week in elementary school, and then I sprouted up to the size of a tree, okay? So I guess at the end of the day, I have no idea what it feels like to have someone pestering you about your height. I've never been asked that question, ever. In any relationship or otherwise, no one's ever gone, how tall are you? Huh? Although I have had people that I'm in relationships in the past who have told me that if I was shorter than them, they wouldn't like me. I have had that. And that does make me think, wow, that does kind of suck. Because that would be the deal breaker. It does feel like a silly deal breaker to me. It does. So I guess I could put myself in somebody else's shoes, so to speak, in that moment. Why you'd probably be fed up with that. But I guess for me, it's just a different feeling. If someone I've been with for years said, oh, I'm glad you're taller than me, because if you were shorter than me or even the same height, I wouldn't like you, is f***ing diabolical to hear. This can't be for real. My bio, no single moms, no obese women, overweight okay. You know damn well that his definition of overweight is most people's definition of underweight. No women with mental disorders. All right, well, literally every human being on the planet has a mental disorder of some kind. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. I don't beg for sex. You kind of are right now. This reverse psychology ain't working on me, dog. I don't go on dates until we hook up. Additionally, we can get to know each other during this time. 5 times at my whoa, dude. Okay, I won't spend money on you or pay your food and drink. I won't try to impress you. Oh, you're 6'1". Sorry, I know, just went on a spiel about height. Sorry, apologies, I'm not gonna be a smartass about that. Did this man really just say, or did this person really just say, no, sorry, man, never mind, it says it down there. Did this man really just say, we have to hook up 5 times at either my place or your place before he'll date you? Man, those balls must be heavy to be saying shit like that. Have fun being alone. When people talk about the male loneliness epidemic, you gotta look at stuff like this and go, oh, so for a lot of dudes, they're just doing it to themselves. Guys, I got the 4th. Ha! Oh, wait, you did? All right, let's see. Ran into your future husband last night, and not gonna lie, that mirror kinda hurt. Okay, you got the 2. Now, the real question is, what song are we gonna play for the first dance at our wedding? All right, now you got the 3. I think it's time for our first fight, because this marriage seems like a joke to you. Aha! There you go. Well, now what you gotta do is actually get her to say something. Look, you got the 4 ha's. That's good. That's congratulations. You get the blue ribbon. Now you have to say anything that will get her to actually come up with a response, because so far she has said nothing to you. The bar is in hell. Damn, that's pretty low. All right, let's see. Looking for short-term fun. Looks like he took a selfie in an unfinished basement. Okay, sure. All right, well, let's see. What else? Let's and see what happens. Sex should be shared and experienced freely. I would never be be any kind of serious with any kind of prude who disagrees with that. If you're not DTF before the date, then go find someone else to be your simp. I'd love to build a connection with someone, just not until after we have sex. Unemployed at the couch. You're gonna have the balls to write that about me section and still admit that you're unemployed and do nothing. Like, you know what's funny? Technically speaking, I'm unemployed, but I would never try to put that on my profile underneath a bio that brazenly stupid. Come on, man. At the very least, you could go and work at like a gas station or something for a little while. That is 10,000 times better than employed at the couch. Is that like your mom and dad's house still too? All right, let's see. First date wish list. Meet and then maybe watch something old and casually you while cuddling. The key to my heart is unrestricted sex, interesting conversation, and shared values and life goals. The hottest thing you can do is wear revealing clothes with all the best bits exposed. Wait, what does that mean? So wear clothes, but all of the best bits. What are the best bits to you? Can you explain? Can you give us a rundown, please? Oh man, look, you get half a brownie point for at least being completely honest about what it is you're looking for, but the world is not a porno. How I Met My Girlfriend of 6 months. I love you. I literally love you. I love you more. Stop that right now. You gonna make me? I'm gonna make you my husband. These are your— what the hell, man? Man, some people just exude charisma. I don't get it. What the f***? Matched with a guy, exchanged a few messages, and then had this lovely interaction. Uh-oh. So, what you're telling me is that your pic isn't recent? Huh? I send you a photo of me playing on stage at a music festival and that's what you have to say? Well, your first photo looks different. Send me another because this is getting old. A posed and angled professional photo is always going to look different than an action shot from a lower angle. You wanted any type of picture, so I sent you one of me doing something I enjoy. I'm good. Thanks for playing though. Typical response. You're expired and gaining weight. Who even talks like that, dude? He kind of talks like that guy earlier that listed his favorite podcasters. Anybody that lets those words escape their brain or mouth or otherwise. Expired and gained weight. Expired is probably the most diabolically disgusting thing to say to a woman. That is crazy, dog. Just, you know, if any motherfucker out there has ever thought about saying that to a woman, remember, your dick's gonna stop working one day, and without that little magic blue pill, it'll never work again, buddy. So at a certain point, you expire too. That's right. Have you started to wake up without a raging hard-on? You're getting old. You're getting useless. The toys never die. Sorry. Oh man, the r/Tinder ones, any relating to dating tend to get a little bit more into the shouldn't be listening to this at work side of things. I do. Sorry, I don't play games with expired catfish who don't know they've hit the wall and only have one purpose in life. If you go out and try and find a wife and you ever say that they have one purpose in life, you are an evil, disgusting little bastard who deserves to be alone until his dick stops working. And then some. Bro, you're 45 and looking to start a family. If I'm expired, you're in the bargain bin with me. Have fun trying to bully women into dates. I'll stick with having a good time. I have tons of women who would love to start a family with me. I'm just trying to see how many fat women I could before I settle down with someone worth my time. Jesus, dude. It's men like you that make dating hard for decent men out there. Have fun being a psychopath, I guess. Yeah, fellas, this guy is our enemy too. He's not just the enemy of the entire population of women on Earth, but he is really, if you're a good person, fellas, if you're a good person, this is why you need to hold your bros accountable, okay? Because if you have a friend that's like this, even a little bit, he's the reason no one's talking to you. I'm sorry, we gotta remember, these guys are poisoning the water hole, okay? One bad apple spoils the entire male population. Went on a first date with a guy last night. Thoughts? I was followed home by some man outside of the gym. Do you want me to shoot him? Okay, whoa. Look, hold on. Kind of awesome. No, sorry. I was followed home by some man outside of the gym. That might be a little bit dramatic. That might be an overstep of protectiveness. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of funny. Honestly, that'd be a funny response. It would get a giggle out of me personally, but I'm not sure what the appropriate response there would be other than, oh my God, are you all right? He didn't, did he follow you all the way home? But did you report that? Please report that. Hell, I'll walk you home next time. You know, not necessarily, do you want me to kill him? I don't know if I, 27, female, went too far with this sex joke. He was initially asking about motorcycles. Let's see. That's true. I ride for pleasure, not necessity. Have you ridden for pleasure or necessity? I've ridden for both reasons. Unless you're talking about a motorcycle, then no, I haven't. Look, it seems fine to me. I don't know. To me, that just sort of feels like, oh, okay, I got a good gauge on sense of humor now. Cool, that's really helpful. And it seems like he set you up for it on purpose, you know? That is, if I'm reading these correctly, it looks like he's the one that set you up with, hey, have you ridden for pleasure or necessity? Ha ha ha. He was expecting it. He knew and was kind of hoping you would joke back. I wouldn't even be mad at this reply. You are so cool. Thank you. And you're awesome. I mean, parachuting? That's amazing. It's skydiving, you stupid bitch. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. All right, that's enough. Dating apps in a nutshell. People on dating apps, when you ask them on a date, open message fail. Do you have time and space in your life to meet someone a few hours away if there's a strong connection? I do. And I'm hoping that person dies also. Charming. That was meant to say does. I am so sorry. Dude, oh, I kind of feel bad about that one. That does genuinely feel like I did not read the text and my iPhone corrected it. Oops, I'm so sorry. Hopefully that didn't kill things for you. I hope that person they gotta know. That's more than a viable enough excuse. I'll say excuse for me. I'd believe it. Had PhD in my profile. How's it going? Hey, it's going well. Do you know that men usually don't care about a woman's education, but for some reason women mention it like it would be the most important thing? Well, that's a bit hostile. Not my vibe. Good luck to you. Yeah, he immediately felt intimidated at the idea of you being smarter and more successful than him and decided to ruin his chances by trying to make you feel bad. Don't let these douchebags shrink you. I guess I found a queen. That's cool. I wanted to confirm what time we're meeting on Sunday. I see you're in blank. 7:30 works. Would you mind meeting somewhere to grab dinner instead of coffee? It'll be after work and I'll be real hungry. Since dinner is more of an investment than coffee, I can pay for my dinner if that works. I was told to post here for a profile review. Don't know what to expect, but here it goes. All right, let's see. Okay, Ben. All right. I'm gonna be okay, so personally, the very, very first thing I see is, honestly, love the cardigan. Am I calling that right? Good pants. You got a good style going on. I'm not a flat cap guy. Personally, that's me. I know you're probably looking for the ladies. I'm just saying the flat cap has always given me, unfortunately, and I know I'm probably going to get shit for this, it's given me a bit of a Trilby vibe, you know? Just like it's the other side of a similar coin for me personally. You do look good though. You're wearing it all well. I may dress like I'm 100 years old, but I promise I don't act like it. Rarely do I ever get jealous. It's just not me. I love talking about history, movies, TV shows for hours. I'll end up taking you to museums. I love long walks or bike rides in the woods. Let's see. Looks totally normal to me, honestly. See, okay, atheist would have guessed it from the flat cap. That's just me. I'm not trying to roast the guy. Genuinely, so far, seems normal enough to me, okay? Especially the comment, I may dress like I'm 100 years old, but I promise I don't act like it. Cute! I like that! You really do have a 1930s, 40s newspaperman style, though. Good head of hair, though. I was curious about that. I was very curious if you had a good head of hair, because sometimes the hat is what we balding guys do to hide it, so looking good to me. Let's see. The most useless skill that you have is, I can bring trains into any topic. Love it. Look, if anybody tells you they don't like trains, they're lying, all right? My causes and communities, trans rights, yeah. LGBTQ plus rights, yeah. Black Lives Matter, yeah. Honestly, I take back everything I said about the flat cap. You need to keep wearing that shit. You rule. Love ya. Hell yeah, okay. I know the best spot in town for looking at naked women. I would love to admire hot women with someone else. Wait, okay, hold on. Now I'm curious. Do I have to untake back what I just said? Hold on. Actually, it's funny. You kind of look like one of the Dapper Dans from Disneyland. Not the point. Where's the best spot in town for looking at naked women? What are you talking about? Are you just talking about the strip club? My simple pleasures are walking down dirt roads at sunset, all dressed up, singing a song, and being introspective. Oh, okay. Man, I just keep getting blindsided. Each new, thing or photo or damn, all right, okay. Rocking it. Love to see it. Gotcha. Okay. This is a hell of a saga. I'm loving this. I love this profile. Are you kidding me? Seriously, you commit to the style in a really good way. Genuinely, I love that 100-year-old style. It's great. Okay, maybe not that old, but I digress. Okay, overall, I gotta say, not a bad, for me. Of course, everything is subjective. So for me, I think it's sort of a healthy mix of just everything you might want to see. You know, there's a little bit of self-deprecation in there. You got a couple silly photos. You got a couple good photos. Overall, I don't know about the naked woman thing. I have no idea what you're talking about. Maybe that's just, that could be your joke. You know, you got some silly in there. You got some serious in there. You know, you're very open about the causes and things that you want to support. I feel overall, overall, this is pretty good. I would definitely get a kick out of seeing this profile if I were scrolling through. I would. Overall, you seem cool. You seem cool. I mean, you're the only person I've seen in years that can actually rock fucking bowler hat. Do you know how hard that is to do? And I will keep what I said. Keep rocking the flat cap. You are committing to the style, and the best part about the style is that you're making sure it all actually fits you properly, and that's why it works. The app can suck, but more importantly, hard to swallow pills. You aren't shadow banned. There isn't an elite 20% of guys. Your profile and social skills with women need a lot of work. That's always the case. It's not the app necessarily. I mean, the apps do suck. Let's put that out there. They suck. They're overpriced. They're awful. They just try and play on your insecurities. That's what they are designed to do. But 90% of the issue is you yourself. That's just the case, all right? Don't listen to advice from people who are only interested in one thing. I'm 18 and he's 25. Did he not see my age when he swiped on me? Let's see. Hi. Hey, what's up? Getting ready to move in for college, you? Oh, yikes. I believe you're a bit too young for me. I wish you the best. Dude, age is like fucking front row center, man. It's front row center. Thanks for the reminder, Bumble. Nobody sent you a new message. See, that's what I'm talking about. When I criticize these apps, not just for their price, but criticize them for how they make you feel so that you will think that paying for it could help, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not breaking new ground with what I'm saying here. It's not revolutionary or new or news to anybody, but this is what I mean. They'll send you shit like this to make you feel bad about yourself, and it'll start to make you doubt who you are and all of this stuff because I guess I'm just not fucking worthy of anybody sending me a message or whatever. That's what they do in order to get you to pay exuberant fucking fees for their horrifically made apps. They're all terrible. None of them care about you. They just want to abuse you until you give them money. Dating apps are in and of themselves abusive relationships, and it's really hard to navigate them safely for your mental health. It really is. So just be patient with yourself, and if you see something like this from any of these apps, because I know we're all going to use them at some point, you see this notification, just remember, they're trying to get a rise out of you on purpose. They want your money, and they'll do anything to get it, including making you feel bad about yourself when you have no reason to feel bad about yourself at all. Bumble, Tinder, Hinge, they can all go straight to hell for all I care. Just know they're trying to hurt you because they want your money.